Awesome. So RC, you've taught our Razorpreneurs two things. Number one, you've told us that if you want to sell something, you need to believe in it. To believe in it, you have to try it first.
Yeah.
Number two, which is very interesting, is you decided to go to your comfort zone quickly, which is play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Your strengths are B2B sales. You took up a LinkedIn post, told your friend that I will, buy these razors and I'll give you 30 minutes of gyan. So suddenly you have sold 100 razors in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And also already started collecting payments.
Yeah.
first.
So, but that's important, right? Collections and sales shouldn't be considered different things.
Collections is most important.
Sales ends at collections.
Correct.
Sales is collections. Everything else is frankly you're still generating leads and signing contracts.
Correct.
So we've got the first payment in.
Show to the camera. 10 razors sold,
10
guys.
$990.
For 30 minutes of your time.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Frankly, I had to meet this guy anyway, so it wasn't. It's actually a good deal.
So guys, we're on the street. We're talking to consumers directly, but Rahul has gone and sold the razor to 100 plus people in 20 minutes, which is like 5 times the previous record. But now let's go do some real on ground sales. That's cool.
Doom 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 doom.
See, they're one of the most humbling things also, by the way. Extremely humbling.
Very honest, but I was going to a third wave. Then I don't know why you went to Starbucks. He is one of the best sales guys at Treebo.
Yes. So you have to teach us now how to sell razors.
Have you looked at it, by the way? So it's incredibly at 99, but the fact is that this is the best razor I've seen, regardless of the price point in this entry segment, right? And I use a very heavy BSC razor otherwise. This one, I just shaved in, would you believe, 120 seconds before coming here. I tried it myself.
Okay.
It didn't nick me because it has this lovely flexible head which kind of hugs you as you go along. And you know how Indians are, right? Always trying to shave in a rush. Shave before bathing. It's all hard, right? I did that in the middle of the day on a dry face with very limited moisture. It has this wonderful kind of lubricating strip, has some aloe vera, has some vitamin E. I really actually I didn't have an aftershave to apply, no alarm, nothing, and worked just fine.
His face and my head are both Sensi Smart Shave 25.
Oh, using on
Yeah,
the
on
head
my
as well?
head, beautiful. Dude.
Then I'll take
You
a
touch,
few.
you see, it's sweaty,
It's good.
but-
Yeah, that's okay. I'm used to it.
Should I open it for you?
No, it's okay. I'll buy it.
Take a look. Look at this. Hold it and tell me if it feels like,
Okay.
That's a protection.
The other thing I loved about it is you kind of shave and leave it in the water. This is so thin that all the
everything
residents.
comes out.
No, it went out. That's a real pain, right? Have you seen so many times we cut our hand, cut our thumb, sort of doing that? We left it. I didn't have to move it as much.
Got it.
So now the question is, how many do you want to buy?
I'll buy 5.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, guys, we have our first sale.
First sale on the road.
Payment is right here.
We don't have a bag for you, unfortunately.
No, I have a car.
You have a car? So thank you so much for coming here.
Sales a lot.
Thank you
It's
so
nice
much.
meeting you.
Lovely to meet you, man.
And I'll see you again, Stuart.
Take care. See, that's the other thing about sales. You feel already very differently after this than before this. Are we in the right place? So much self-doubt until the first sale. And have you noticed how first sale is so special in your company? You would have seen in Treebo. Seen the first one really unlocks something.
I remember the first 3 or 4 stores I went in, people were rejecting. And the first guy said, give me 12. And I'm like, yes, it takes you from underconfident to confident. It takes you from unhappy to happy. It changes your entire... And in general, sales in life is important, not just the product, right?
Mushin, do you use a razor?
You have a lovely beard, by the way.
Thank you.
Have you heard of Bombay Shaving Company?
Yeah, Gillette.
Yeah,
we
can say the name.
one that must not be named for us. It's not the best a man can get, I assure you. We've got something better.
Bombay Shaving, yes, I have. They for the razor and all this stuff. Yeah.
This is our latest though. After all of the effort that we put in, all of the cost that we put in, investment we put in into developing a razor for the Indian market at 99, by the way. It's insane. Think about it. Aloe vera, vitamin E, Moroccan argan oil in the lubricating strip, all for 99.
Want to pick one up?
At least not now.
It's 99 and it's on UPI.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
This is
this
99 bucks.
ICICI
It's
branding
less
for
than
sure.
what you
Imagine-
spend at that coffee shop for coffee.
You should ask some of the male employees.
Yeah,
It's
ask them to buy from you.
No, you gift it to them.
So I'm also an entrepreneur. So I saw your post on LinkedIn.
Huh.
I was like, Acha, let me come meet these guys.
Perfect. Good. I'm glad you came and we'll chat, of course, in detail.
Absolutely.
But tell me, currently, what do you use and what do you miss in your razor?
The last time I bought a razor was one of those Gillette razors. So I wouldn't mind investing in a razor because I've really not done enough research to say, Acha, this is the razor I want.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd make an investment.
How do you shape your beard?
So I go to a guy and just get it done. Yeah, I feel like I'm become that lazy. So haircut sab acha koi banda kar lega.
Everyone loves an Ustra shave. I love an Ustra
a
shave.
gold
Frankly,
standard.
there's almost nothing like
yeah?
it.
I didn't meet Rahul. I came
left
like
at 2 o'clock.
yeah, I came 5 minutes back. I'm like I'm just still gonna drop in, say hi to the both of y'all.
My manager's call actually got me here, but after that I saw that Rahul is gonna be here and you are gonna be here. I have followed you from when you talked about the entire factory setup. You've talked about hiring the right number of women and having the required team. After that, following you up on podcasts, maybe debating also in some places. But what actually got me to use it is I got married last year.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Congratulations.
thank you. And that's when I used Bombay Shaving Company for the first time, and I was so amazed by it. I literally told my father that this is what you have to use for management.
And you converted him from?
Yes, he's a convert now.
It really worked for me. I'd love for you to give this a go and give me some feedback on,
Correct. And what's the price point for this?
99 bucks.
99.
It's actually that good.
Yeah, why not some? Why not? Let's
How
give it a
many?
try. Ek yaar, ek hi hai. I'll try one.
For brother, friend,
I'll try one. And if I like it, I'll keep buying anyway.
Done.
done.
Chalega?
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Sahi hai.
Thank you, Sachin.
Hey, obvious.
Pleasure, man.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Sachin,
You have to sell how much?
He had to sell 20 in an hour. He's
Acha, kitna
already
ho
at
gaya?
135.
yeah.
What's the? I mean, this is game over. Okay. Alright, guys. Good luck to you
Thank you,
guys.
Sachin. Thank you so
I'll
much.
see you around
Pleasure.
Shantanu. Cheers.
Pleasure. Take care.
I'll catch up with you.
Man.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think we kind of underestimated ourselves.
Guys, so this is a very important lesson which RC has told us. Number one, try out the product, sell it. Number two, use your strengths, which is social media, LinkedIn, giving 30 minutes gyan, okay? The third thing, which is a slightly nuanced topic, is on negative working capital. One is, if you want to sell a razor, let's say this razor is worth 100 rupees and it costed the company 80 rupees to make it. So I have to pay 80 rupees to the manufacturer, get the razor made, and then that 80 rupees is an investment. I collect 100 rupees from the customer later on. What Rahul has done is collected the money upfront. Now that money can then be invested in the future stock. This is a concept called negative working capital. These are the most established, successful companies in the world in consumer. They work on negative working capital, where they use consumers' capital to actually finance the inventory itself, which is sometimes that means the cash flow is bigger than the profit of the company itself. So, amazing lesson. Third lesson from RC in the last 30 minutes. It's quite amazing. Do you want to buy one?
Absolutely. Right now.
Yes.
Then you said no,
Yeah.
and then you came back and said,
Yeah.
I want to buy one.
Yeah.
What made you change your mind?
Probably I was not sure initially, but then I'm very confident in Bombay Shaving Company. So
Why were you not
yeah, I was not sure, and since I'm new here, so was not sure. But then I'm very confident in Bombay Shaving Company.
So who you going to give it to?
I'll give it to my brother.
Okay, how
Yeah.
old is he?
He's 22.
He has a beard also? Or just clean?
Yeah, he does have. He does have.
The perfect product for a young man.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shivam.
Shivam. All the best to Shivam. I don't know to go, but man, 135 plus razors in an hour, LinkedIn post, Instagram post, B2B, on the street, people coming to third wave just because you were here, wanting to come take selfies with you. But just man, on the ground, telling someone, learning along the way, humbling, at the same time just gives the joy of like kind of the first sale, right?
By the way, the online sale is fine, but the first time we sold those 5 razors, I think the face-to-face sale, the real sound of money hitting the bank on the sound box, I think that was fantastic. I think tons of learnings there. I think we've captured them through very, very big learning experience for me as well. So much so that small things like being in the right area but the wrong location at the wrong time, how much that matters in terms of distribution is amazing. The fact that you always start with what the customers want as opposed to pushing your product onto them was something you might have seen me iterating through the pitch as well. It was almost like back to school for me.
Correct.
Saying, hey, what do you use today? What's the gap there? And how do you see the men in your life using this? It was a great kind of reschooling experience for me. So thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for being such an amazing friend as always, supporter, cheerleader. Razorpreneurs, so many learnings from the last 45 minutes itself. If you guys pick this up, you'll be awesome. All the best. Rahul, thanks a lot. I'll let you go to your call
Yeah,
now.
I'll buy these 3 and take them home with the bag. Okay, cool.